My name is Rowan Morrison. I'm a storyteller and I'd like to share with you a folk tale that comes from the Isle of Skye. It's called The Dreammakers. This is a story that my ancestors tell me when I was but a wee bairn. In the ancient land of Alba, when the wheel of the year had turned from summer to autumn, a bonny and brave young lassie called Murren, she was out gathering blueberries on the craggy high slopes of the Coolins, when all of a sudden a strange mist appeared as if from nowhere. Now she had heard tales of a magical mountain mist that would steal your soul if you dared to climb too high and offend the great gods of the mountain. But she had pied these stories nae heed. But the mist was so thick that she couldn't see her feet underneath her. She dared not move forwards nor backwards, for fear that she might fall over the side of the mountain. And it was then that she heard the sound of something coming towards her. Well, the blood in her veins it run ice cold, for she was sure it was the Deil himself come to claim her very soul. So she prayed to the gods of the mountain and asked that they spare her life, since she would live a good and true life if only they heard this plea. As if by magic, the mist disappeared, and there in front of her stood no the Deil, but a wee herd of hinds. So she decided to follow them in the hope that they would take her back down to safety. But they only took her higher up the side of the mountain, until they stopped at the mouth of a large dark cave. Well, the night was almost upon her, so Murren she stepped inside, and there sat an old man and an old woman. Well, the old woman she turned to Murren quickly and she asked her what she was doing there. The girl she offered her some blueberries in exchange for shelter for the night, please, shelter for the night. The old woman she turned to the old man and she spoke in a strange tongue that the girl had ne'er heard of afore. And she says to Murren, "Shelter for a night you can't hae, but shelter for a year and a night you may hae if you promise to stay and help me with my beasts." Oh, Murren was afeard, but she remembered her promise to the gods in the mountain, so she agreed. She spent her days milking the deer and gathering sweet scented herbs for the old woman, who would throw them on a smoky peat fire while she stirred the deer's milk to make crowdy. And all the while the old man he sat gazing into a dark rock pool. And when the crowdy was ready, he would take it and he would fashion it into shapes and figures, the things that he had seen in the surface of the pool. For this was no ordinary pool. This was a pool in which all the world was mirrored. And this was no ordinary old man nor woman, for he and his wife were the makers of dreams. And when the red sun set below the blue sea, he would take them out and had them up to be coloured by the light of the stars. Now some he held in his right hand, and some he held in his left. Well, the dreams that he held in his right hand, they were light and they were airy, and these sweet dreams, why, they were carried to mortal man by birds of good omen, such as the wren and the robin. But the dreams that he held in his left, why, they were dark and they were scary, and these hellish nightmares were carried to mortal man by birds of ill omen, such as the raven or the crow. But all these dreams, good and bad, were placed under the eyelids of mankind as he slept each and every night. The mountain was a magical place where time passed quickly. When the year and the night was over, the old woman, she thanked Murren for her good and true service, saying she would be rewarded. Then she spoke Ynsmere in the strange tongue, but this time to a wee white hind. And she told the girl to follow it, saying it would take her back down to a shore. Sure enough, it did, but no to any shore that the girl recognised. But as she started to walk away, the wee deer, it tugged and pulled at her cloak. And it was then that the girl saw a wee boat of skins coming towards her. And when the coracle beached, a young handsome man stepped out, and he told Murren that he'd fallen deeply in love with her, for he had seen her every night in his dreams for a year and a night, and that he wanted to make her his wife. Surely this must be the reward the dream maker had spoken. So the girl agreed, but only on the condition that she would rule the land as his equal, and that the deer would become a sacred animal in their kingdom, for she had grown awfully fond of the wee beast who had once saved her life high up in the Coolins. The deal was done. It was said that Murren ruled her people with a wisdom of ages, that she taught them how to dream good dreams into being, and that wherever she went, she was followed by a wee white hind. And that is a story that my ancestors told me when I was but a bairn.